Hey, what's up, Runners Flat? Checking out the Nike Wildhorse 3. We did a first impressions. Look back at that video, please, for all the specs on the shoe. This is main review. They took the shoe and made some drastic changes. They went from a 4mm drop in the 2, real low profile, but a little bit more minimal too, to a shoe that went 10mm drop. And so to step into this, it really felt like a big change. I'm happy to say that through the testing of that and running on the trails around here, what I found is that the shoes still didn't get clunky. It's still a real agile trail shoe, which is one of the things we like carrying at the store. We don't like to get them clunky and lethargic. But with the 10mm drop, it created a shoe that's going to feel a little more step-in, comfy to a broader audience. It's also going to be a shoe that we feel like is going to last a little longer than that Wildhorse 2, meaning there's a little more cush under you. It's a good arch under the foot, and so for me, I'm someone that overpronates quite a bit. This is a shoe that I'm starting to sell to people that want a true trail shoe, but they overpronate a little bit, and to find a trail shoe that offers stability like you would get in a regular road runner is really hard to find. And so we've had good luck so far with the Wildhorse 3 being enough support for someone that needs a little bit more stability, but also good for someone that's neutral, obviously, and ready to roll. A good thing about the traction, again, we love the low profile action on the tread here. What that allows you to do is essentially stick to the trail when it's wet and mucky, when it's dirt, when it's rocky, without feeling like the shoe gets overly saturated with mud and muck. This peels the mud really well. What I mean is, once you run through the mud, it doesn't just stick to the shoe. It sheds it like a good mountain bike racing tire, and so your traction stays there with you without making the shoe super, super heavy. So main review on this, it's going to be a high mileage trail shoe. I don't put a ton of miles on my trail shoes because I use them on specific days when I want some traction and I'm going to be on trails doing a workout uphill or something like that, or I'm racing and I really want to have an aggressive shoe out on the trails during the race. And so I do think it's going to be a regular 300-mile shoe, but by no means do I have that for a main review for you today. Have I put 300 miles on the Wildhorse 3? No. But I'm probably more like 100 miles in, and it feels really good. What felt like a very big change at the beginning has now started to feel really good. The shoe broke in a little bit, feels a little bit cushier than when I first stepped in it, and I like a shoe like that because I know it's not going to get so squishy underneath my foot that it doesn't remain agile. It broke in a little bit and feels smoother, but it doesn't feel too soft. So that's a main review for the Nike Wildhorse 3. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. Thanks for joining.